Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers. This is Andy 258, and this is Module 11, where we're going to be lighting, set dressing, and adding cover to our sci-fi level. This is part 4. Alright, so please email me. My preferred email address is jbyers3@jcc.edu. If you email me through Canvas, that might get overlooked because it goes into my clutter folder. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. So for the fastest replies, please email me at jbyers3@jcc.edu. It's right here. I'll highlight it for you. Alright, so in this module, we've got our overview. Basically, this is a 4-part series, and this is part 4. So we have been working on this for 4 weeks now, and it should be looking pretty good. You should have 6 of your rooms replaced by assets, sci-fi modular assets. In this final module, you guys are going to be putting everything together. You're going to be set dressing everything. You're going to be creating doors that work. Make sure the mechanics work okay. And some of the, I think the one with the red doors, those should work. If not, you guys can go ahead and easily research that and get those doors opening and closing. That'll be your research project today, or for this week, is to go and research how to get those doors to open and close with Blueprint. It's pretty easy. So go ahead and get that done. If you find doors that open and close automatically, that come into your scene automatically ready to go, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So get those doors opening. You need to have at least 8 doors. Again, you need to go and look at Module 8, where I put up the requirements. So we got 8, 9, 10, and 11. So 8, go back to Module 8 and look at those. Make sure all your requirements are set up. For Module 11, you need to get everything done, completely finished, and it needs to look like they're lived in. So the rooms need to look lived in. Some of you guys are rushing around. You guys know how long set dressing takes, so please start right away with this. You'll need to have 3 types of cover this time. So make sure you have 3 types of cover, and you need to make sure you replace all the rest of the rooms. You should have 2 rooms left and maybe some more hallways to do. So the more you did in modules 8, 9, and 10, the less you have to do in module 11. So 11, you guys are going to be set dressing your scenes and adding cover. Okay, so that's really important too, is gameplay cover, what kind of cover, and you know, those all work together. The set dressing and the cover works together to create one cohesive, nice, fun, playable game. You guys can look at the objectives, and the course assignment gets into the more nitty-gritty part of what I need. You're going to need to make an asset list, at least 20 assets. You need to go ahead and type those up for me. I already took you through the modular assets part, set dressing and strategic cover. Okay. Alright, and you're going to do mood lighting. So in this particular level, I need you to create more mood lighting. We'll talk about mood lighting and how that affects your gameplay and how you can lead players through light. That'll be part of the lecture series in this module. Alright, so again, you're going to replace your BSPs with modular assets. That all needs to be completely finished. Hallways, everything. The doors have to be working, and you guys can read all this, and just kind of highlighting things that I think are notable, like the 3 types of cover. You need to have that, and I would like you guys to show me that. Last time you guys really didn't show me that, and I'll be taking some points off if you don't. So please show those off with extra screenshots. I'm okay with that. And just put, go into Photoshop and just put, this is props, this is world architecture, paper thin. So make sure you do that for me. Alright, and I also need you to highlight your original model textured assets, where you put those in your scene. Okay, again, just a quick notation on the actual image itself. Very quickly, just type it in over the object, over the image in Photoshop or similar software. You're going to create mood this time through light intensity, color of lighting. Not all lighting needs to be colored. So we'll take you through some of the, and in fact you shouldn't do that, because your scenes, part of your scenes maybe have lighting that's colored and some parts that are not. So and that really helps lead the player through your level and kind of sets a mood for that particular room. All right. Alright, so you're going to have over 40 screenshots because I want every corner of the room, and then the hallways, just both ends, or just one end of the hallway. And I need a new 30-second sequence. This will show everything off. This basically is your last recording of your gameplay, and I want you to hit every single room and hallway. Don't leave anything out. And make sure that you compress that with either H.264 if you do a movie file, or an AVI XVID. And you can download XVID, it's free. You just have to download it and make sure you get it set up, and then you have to restart your computer and then start over again, and you're good to go. And you should be able to see that compression XVID. Alright, so here are some student examples. We'll talk about set dressing and cover. So set dressing and cover, some people misunderstand. They can be one of the same. So cover can be basically props or architecture, and paper thin. So basically those are the three that we need. Now this particular object takes care of two. One is props and one is paper thin. So that means the bullet could go through this metal pretty easily and go through this area here. So it can handle both. Okay, so just write that down on the image, and I'll take that. But anyway, so cover is when you don't have a line of sight. So I have cover here and I have cover here. If I go all the way back into the door and I have an empty hallway, the line of sight is clear. That means I can basically camp out and wait for somebody to go through that door, and they have no chance. They can get a headshot immediately. That's no fun. That's not strategic gameplay. So we want to set up cover to break the line of sight. We also have cover here that breaks the line of sight over into this doorway. So if I'm over here camping out, waiting for somebody, they have a better chance when that door opens up to get behind this cover. So we have cover right when they go through that door. I have cover over here, you can't see it, and then there's cover over here. So you can see that these boxes play a nice strategic gameplay. It adds gameplay to your level, so make sure you keep that in mind. And then the mood, you can see we got some color lighting. We don't have any color lighting in here. It's the same guy that actually did this. You can see it. If you do it throughout the whole entire level, then it's just kind of bland and not as much fun to play. So do it in certain sections, and you can add steam. There is some VFX in Unreal 4. Just check it out and add some VFX. You don't have to, again, don't overuse it. Just use it in certain areas and be done with it. And only use certain areas for color, so you can see different colors here, and you can see how it kind of invokes a certain mood, and that's what you want to do in your game level to make it look interesting and more fun to play. Alright, so I've got my lecture, light up your world, how lighting makes a difference in games, so make sure you read that. And then we're going to go deeper into lighting. Now these are lighting basics that we had before. Some of you still need to watch those because we need to work on the lighting. This is your finished piece, so don't just leave your lighting the way it is now. I want you to really tweak it out and make it look fantastic, okay, and add mood to it. Alright, the same old stuff, the cover if you need to get kind of reviewed on that. The cover is there. You can look at that anytime you want to. If you have questions about that, let me know. Again, the course assignment again down here. I put it in two places. And we've got some examples again, kind of spotlighting students that I've had before that have done a fantastic job with color and how to lead the player through color of lights. You can see he added some emission maps it looks really good. And then he uses not only just a light source, but he uses a physical object that emits the light. So that's really nice. That's pretty cool. That's some added really cool detail. His doors work perfect. So these are some examples. This is a great example of how to lead your player with color and lighting. Excellent job with this. And where do you find your stuff? I think you already know that. So you can go to the Unreal Engine Marketplace. I've got these old videos still if you need help with importing your assets, and I always leave those up just in case, so you guys need help with that. Create your asset list. This is just a reminder. Please create your asset list. I'm not going to name everything this time. You guys can name your own stuff. I need to finish this up. I don't know what happened there, but I'll finish that up before that gets out. And again, how to create your now these are just for you, but make sure you watch it. I want you to create a walkthrough with first-person shooter. Okay, you can easily go research that. These are just videos that I found, but you can also research doing first-person shooter walkthroughs with your character. Okay, so that's what I need from you guys. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Finish set dressing your entire level. Make sure it looks like it's lived in. What does that mean, lived in? Well, we don't want it overly cluttered, but we don't want it to be looking like it's brand new and nobody's done anything in there. So, you know, if you have a table, put some stuff on the table. Just don't put a table in there, and that's good enough. Having something lived in looks like there's something on the table, like glasses or some kind of you know, eating ware or something that'll work as set dressing on top of just one thing. Alright, okay, so you guys can look at, I try to be as specific as I can. Of course, I'll answer any questions. Again, email me at jbyers3@jcc.edu. That's my preferred email. And make sure that you understand that Xvid is not a compression codec that you see everywhere. In fact, it's free. You just have to download it, install it on your machine, and restart your computer. And then when you open up, it should show up in your compression in Unreal. So if you're creating a movie, make sure you do that compression. If you don't find it or see it there, bring it into something like Premiere Pro and open up, and then you can compress it there. I know Premiere Pro has H.264. Okay, that's easy enough to do. When you import your movie, you can just add that in there when you export it. So it's pretty simple, 5 minutes, no big deal. Alright, so what do I need for deliverables? So I need your asset list in a Word document. I need 4 screenshots of your original modeled textured assets. Give me 4 screenshots of those in your level. That's set dressed in your level, so highlight those. And you're going to give me 4 interior perspective screenshots to every corner of the rooms. Okay, so 8 rooms equals 32 screenshot. Hallways, I only need 1 per hallway, one end or the other, or corridor. 8 screenshots of those, and that comes out to be 40. That's the minimal. Okay. Then we have exterior perspective screenshots focused on the outside corners of your game level for exterior shots. And then we'll have a top-down view wireframe, 1 exterior screenshot looking straight down on your entire level. And you turned in at least a 30+ second first-person walkthrough movie. You can have less as long as you go through the entire level. Give me a chance. So I don't like it when you guys run through each room. What I'd like you guys to do is walk into the room, and then I want you to stop in the room, look around the room, and then go through the room, and then go to the next room, look around the room, go through the room. All right, go through to go through your hallways, your corridors, and make sure you hit every single room on your game level. Okay? And then once that's done, make sure you compress it, because I've had some people that have not compressed your movie files and they're huge. Some of these movie files will, if you don't compress them, will be too large to upload. So don't run into that issue. So make sure you compress. All right. Don't give me a compression. These are the two I'll take. That's it. No other compression, because if I can't play it, I won't be able to grade it. So beware of that. Again, your folder structure is pretty simple. Read that and you're good to go. And then here's some more screenshots. Now, with the screenshot, he created this table, which is really good work. And so that's part of his scene. You can see some of his scenes in there, in all four corners, and set dressing. I wish he would have done more, but he tried. There's some cups on the tables, maybe some paper, but he has set dressed it fairly nicely. This is a good example of not overly doing it, right? You don't need junk all over the place, but there's enough stuff in there that makes it look like it's lived in, and that's all I'm looking for. Okay. If we have any really wild, big, bare areas, I'll call you on it and probably get some points taken off on that. Again, a great example of cover. Line of sight down a hallway. Again, I wish he had more cover. I think I mentioned that he needed more cover on this side to kind of break up that. He does have something here. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it is very nicely done. Here's an outside corner shot, and I need one of each corner. He's got some great mood lighting in here. It looks really nice, and he didn't do it everywhere. He did it, and when you do it. When you do it in a way that it's not everywhere, it's more interesting when you play your game. And here's a top-down view of your level. So I wish you the best of luck this week. It's a tough week, and then we're going to start our Mayan level. So I look forward to that. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Usually within the hour. If you do, email me at jbyers3@jcc.edu. So jbyers3@jcc.edu. I look forward to seeing you guys next week in Module 12.